The show about what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is What the Fuck Are We Talking About? And I am the man with his dick in his hand, the dude with no lube, and the buck who likes to fuck. A-Rod.
The host with the most Facebook posts. The adult male, fresh out on bail. Straight out of jail, California dreaming. When I step on the scene, hear them hoochies screaming. Fiending for money and alcohol, the life of the West Side. Playing where cowards die, and it's all ball.
Bro, what the fuck you talking about?
Pardon me. Petty, hard, away.
What the fuck?
What the fuck are we talking about? The show about what the fuck?
What the fuck?
He probably doesn't.
Lady.
He gave up on it.
He's probably disgusted at himself. I don't know which hand. I never know which hand to use.
That's not even a thing though. Like if you jerk off, you're not like looking at yourself in the mirror like, oh, you look good as fuck. Like you're kind of doing it like, this is my life. This is what I've become.
This is what I've become.
Anyway, hey guys,
How are you?
what the fuck we talking about? What episode is this? 128,
Let me see.
120 something.
I
Getting
don't know.
there, baby. But we're live once again Saturday night.
28.
128. There you go. 128.
Oh shit, are you having a thing?
It's probably the microphone. It's very loose here. So I'm going to hold it like this. And we're just going to go with it. But anyway, yeah, we're back. 128.
I have
We're at the old stopping grounds. But here's the thing. See, look, it's fine. We're good. All right. So yeah, anyway, back where we first started. We did the first 40 shows here, maybe. We're going to try this one? All right, well, you're going to check that one while we do it. But yeah, we're doing a poker game here tonight. It was much easier for me to just have him come here than for me to drive out there, come back, boom, boom, boom. Here we go.
see if this works.
You're going to check that one while we do it. But yeah, we're doing a poker game here tonight. It was much easier for me to just have him come here. Yeah, see, I sound wonderful. Sound luscious, if that
This does
works. It does work. Cool. You're not talking. Talk.
Come on.
But talk. Yeah, see, I sound wonderful. Yeah. Sound luscious. Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming.
It does work. It does. Okay. It works. I'll use them both. I'm going to hold them both like this. Actually, there's going to be bad feedback because they're kind of close together. We're going to see. We're going to find out.
Okay. Anyway. You're gonna hold two? Are you
I am.
ready?
No, I'm not going to hold two. This will be background noise. This will pick up our farts. But yeah. So we're at the casa. We were going to open with something funny, but it's only funny to us.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of humor, isn't it? It's in the eye of the beholder. There's a lot of things that people find funny that others are like, I don't think that's very funny.
Yeah, I know.
But-
I know. I do it all the time.
I know.
I crack
Yeah.
up at certain things.
Yep.
And I'm like, you wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
definitely would not get it.
Things that make most people laugh, I laugh along with. But things that don't make people laugh, I also laugh along with.
Yeah. A lot of things that people laugh at, I'm like, you think that's funny?
Mm.
You're gay.
Well, I mean, I don't go that far unless they are an actual homosexual and it was a bad joke. Then I'll be like, okay, one.
I
are
don't
you
call
even gay?
anybody who's actually gay
Gay.
as a not a.
What do you call them?
They go just sodomites.
Sodomites. Okay.
Yeah.
That's. I guess that makes more sense. Much more straight to the point.
Yeah, because you have to like if you're making fun of somebody, the point is to
insult them.
Yeah.
Right.
They're supposed to feel insulted.
Right.
So like if you just be like, "Hey dude, you're gay." They're like, "Yeah, I know." But if you go straight to
damn.
you go straight to sodomite.
You got me.
Sodomite has more of a bite to it, you know?
Does. It sure does. It does. But I think the term gay wasn't initially meant to be derogatory. It was a way to not be, and then we made it derogatory.
Right.
Heavy.
And then we just used to call everything gay back in the day. Everything was gay.
Yeah. Still kind of still say it sometimes.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
We used to call everybody fags all the time. That's been cut down a lot. Nobody calls anybody fags anymore.
I know. You know what's crazy? Speaking of which, so there's this band in the 80s, Dire Straits, all right? And they did a song called Money for Nothing. And there is a verse that is not in the version that you hear on the radio because he uses that word. Like the song is about two guys watching music videos talking about how they are going to make it rich. And like the one verse, the guy's like, this little faggot got an earring and a mink coat.
Yeah.
And
good verse.
Well, at the end of it, they're like, this little faggot, he's a millionaire. That's what they say at the end. So like they're using the term derogatory.
Gay people call each other fags.
They do.
Way more than straight people do
My point is that like the context of the song shouldn't be like changed because of the word. Like they could have used this gay guy. They could have said that. However they could have said it. It's a song, so that it just flowed better, I'm assuming.
Right.
But also they're not saying it in a bad way. Like the point of that verse is that, like these gay guys in the 80s that were in rock bands, they were wearing mink coats and earrings, but they were also millionaires and owned their own planes. So like, it's not really a jab. It's all about context. It's
also,
all about
speaking
context.
of X gon' give it to you.
Yeah.
You remember that verse?
Yes. Yes. He used that word a lot.
A lot. And then he also did not want to touch your hand.
No.
If you were one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know
what
that.
he said.
Oh.
It's in the verse.
Oh,
Remember
yeah, I
he
guess
said,
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, we're having sex with the same sex, something. I forget the words exactly, but they said, even if something, I'm not touching your hand or shaking your hand.
Right.
So,
Be like that. I think we'll bump
somebody was bumping that song behind me in line at the bank today.
Really?
Yeah. Loudly. That verse specifically, which is why it's on the top of my brain.
It's crazy.
It's a good verse.
It is. You had a lot of good verses. You had a lot of good verses. Devin said something about his mom still has Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood cassette. And I was like, yo, I think I still have that too. And I do. I have that. I have It's Dark and Hell is Hot. And something else that DMX was on a lot. Maybe the Belly soundtrack on cassette, but I still have all of them on cassette.
I remember going down to the Union Terrace basketball court when it was still there.
Yeah.
When It's Dark as Hell is Hot came out, and they were bumping that out the boombox playing basketball at UT Park, and it just gave the whole court a dark vibe.
Yeah, right.
I went down there. I was like, "Am I going to get stabbed down here playing basketball down here?"
When I played baseball for Union Terrace, Gabe and John came with a boombox and bumped "The Rough Riders." What? The Rough Riders? What? When I would go up to bat, that was my an intro.
Yeah.
Like at first they asked him to not do it, and Gabe at that time was asshole Gabe, so he was just like, "No,
I'm bumping.
I'm gonna do it every time he comes up to bat." Just right in their face. They're like, "Okay, well, could you please not?" I'm gonna do it, and he just did it.
Yeah.
It was fucking great. It was great. Gabe was awesome. I think him and John came to my game when I played for Allen too, but that was in a stadium, so like having a boombox wouldn't have.
Yeah, you wouldn't have heard it.
Wouldn't have done anything.
He could have held it up like the movie.
Yeah, hell yeah, but they wouldn't have heard it unless someone would have came down with a mic
or a megaphone.
Yeah, it would have been great.
Yeah.
I don't have a megaphone. That's something I should have.
I want to get one of those.
Just have
one of those train horns.
Oh wow! Yeah, a steam whistle.
Yeah.
Wah, wah. Yeah,
Oh,
it'd be
my
fucking.
Lord,
yeah, it'd be great.
I think they're illegal to have because I seen somebody
Some of them
do
are.
one of those prank videos with one.
Yeah, some of them.
And I was like, you could buy one of those?
Yeah,
I was like, I want one. And then somebody was like, I think they're illegal.
I was watching American Pickers and they found an old siren and it was one that he just cranked like this and it just got so loud.
They're very loud.
Yo, I want one. You can buy a lot of shit.
I want one too.
There's a guy on that show that bought a jet engine for $2,000. He's like, I bought a jet engine and I hooked up a transmission or whatever to it, and to see if it fired up, and it did.
Yeah.
And the guy fires it up, and this fucking turbine just shoots out this wind like nobody's been. And it's just in his backyard.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They hawk their parts. Like, hey, do you want this turbine engine? Someone's like, yeah, I'll take it.
Everything runs off turbines.
Yo.
Dude, everything.
Yeah.
Like whatever you're thinking about, how energy is powered, it's all the turning of turbines. All of it.
Turbines.
Windmills, I guess except for like solar power, but that's just like a panel.
Yeah. It just absorbs energy.
Everything else, a dam, it's just water turning turbines.
It is.
Everything else is just things turning things.
Things turning things.
Yeah.
Yo, dams are sketchy. Super sketchy. They say that the Hoover Dam, that there's still parts of it that are
a goddamn.
It's a goddamn. No, there are parts of it that have not completely hardened, like the concrete.
The one part being my weenus.
Right. Just always on. You know, they have a pill for that, like to make it go away.
No, it's not completely hardened.
Oh. Just half chub.
It's just half.
Half chub.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'm like a quarter chub right now, but
I know.
Either way, it's fine.
That's a constant.
Yeah, I was gonna say something great.
Gone.
It happens a lot.
You should get that checked out.
Nah. I know why I forgot. If it was an hour ago, I would have remembered.
Yeah.
It's cool. I'm done. You know what? This week, my boss went on vacation, so I'm doing his job or part of his job while he's gone, which is kind of cool. It's maybe like a test, I would assume.
Testy.
A testy. 1 2 1 2. No, I think it's probably a test. This could be somebody calling right now.
It could be somebody calling. Matter of fact, I think it is.
For the second week in a row.
Tell him to go away.
Oh, James, for the second week in a row, you call in the middle of our live show.
Drop the money off and leave.
You're doing great. Of fucking up. Great job.
You're 2 for 2.
You are 2 for 2, yeah. Batting 1,000.
God damn.
All right. I think that's a full house. All right. All right, man.
We're going to need some more seats.
All right, dude. Yeah, I got more chairs.
Oh, okay.
Motherfucker.
Son of a bee.
Just when you thought the carnies weren't coming.
Now they're coming.
Coming in droves.
Coming to steal.
Coming in flocks.
Yeah.
A gaggle of fucking carnies.
Gaggle of gays.
God
damn.
I can't say shit. I used to be a carny. I was a good carny, too. Really
yeah, but
carny.
you got out, and that's
I
the
did.
key.
And I did not do meth.
Right.
There's that.
Helps you get out.
No hard drugs.
Right.
Did okay. Just made a lot of money.
Meth is bad.
It is. It's terrible. Anything's bad. Anything you put in you that isn't 100% from the ground natural is a risk. It's sketch. Because you're just putting shit in there.
I mean, everything's from the ground.
Yeah, but processed. You know what I'm saying? Like the coca plant by itself.
I want some coca plants.
Doesn't do the same thing as it does if you process and turn it into cocaine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The
and
poppy plant.
It's all about the usage too. Like even with weed, like putting smoke in your lungs is not good.
No.
You know?
Bad idea.
So, I know there's a lot of pro weed people. You're one of them.
I am.
And I'm not completely against it. I still say it's bad for you. And just smoke in your lungs in general is bad for your lungs. It's not good.
It is. You can technically die from smoke inhalation. Now, smoking, obviously, you won't kill yourself in an instant. But in theory, like if you're in a house and it catches fire, you could pass out from smoke inhalation and fucking die from not getting enough oxygen.
Any kind of smoke. It's just not.
So
it's not.
It
the
is
best
not good.
thing.
You're right.
Same thing with alcohol.
Yeah.
It's not
It is.
good, but
Even sugar.
sugar is terrible.
You know, sugar, caffeine. There's a lot of things that aren't good for you. But
Right. It's all
You know?
about your moderation.
yes, it's all about moderation.
And
All about moderation.
if you can go without it is another thing.
Yeah.
If you keep making excuses for it, like, oh yeah, no, I'm not addicted, and then like a day goes by and you're just like a piece of shit without it, then you're probably addicted to that thing.
Right.
And I went through that with like coffee. I had like physical withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah. I had it with sugar when I did last year when I cut it out for a full month. I felt it. And like I felt it in weird ways. Like when I had sugar and I didn't know I was having it, I knew I had it.
Right.
It's weird. Like if you really think about sugar, it is a drug.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of is, okay? And when you don't have it and you have it, you can fucking feel it. Like you can feel it in you.
I know.
It's weird, bro. Like almost like intrusive weird. Like, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
So then when you have sugar, you need more of it. That's another thing you have to like. That's why like when you have a piece of candy, it's never just I'll have one piece because you have it and yeah, it tastes good. But you can do that with a lot of things. Like if you like steak and you have like a piece of somebody's steak, you're not gonna be like, oh, and just keep eating their fucking steak. Now if there's a bag of candy out, we're talking different because it's one of those things where the sugar gets in you and your brain is just like, give me
Lighten up.
Yeah.
Because it's like an unnatural sugar. Like because there's natural sugars like fruits, shit like that, where your body digests it differently than it would like all breads. When you eat breads and it turns into sugars in your when it does its thing.
Yep.
So then if you're eating a lot of breads and then you have like a cake, it all goes in like the same way, and then you get these spikes and you fucking crash and shit like that. It's bad. It's just bad for you.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So that's one thing. It's hard to go without bread. I tried it before too when I did like my just trying things out with my diet. I was like, I'm gonna try to not do bread. Yeah. And then I'm like wandering around like grocery stores and like it was in my mind like, well, I can't really eat anything. Everything comes with bread. A sandwich,
one day a week,
burger,
like Saturdays,
hot dogs.
Saturdays usually for me are a cheat day because we play cards, or Sunday.
Yeah.
And I'll eat. I'm like, all right, cards are literally on the table. I'll eat whatever the fuck I feel like, and I'll just be smart about it. Like we have cupcakes and shit. I had like one or two.
Yeah.
That's it. You have a little one or two and call it a day. You have a couple slices of this or that, call it a day. It's just being smart. It's all about moderation. Right.
Absolutely. Speaking of sugars and like fat people, I did some fat shaming to somebody on somebody's post. I did like a little bit of stream on it earlier this week, but I deleted it.
Right.
But I was on Pavi's post. Pavel, you remember Pavel?
Yeah.
He was talking about, what the hell was he talking about? Something about the vaccine.
Yeah.
And I said whoever wants like mandatory vaccines is a psychopath and an artard. And then this dude came on and he was talking about, oh, if anybody's against mandatory vaccines is selfish and an imbecile. Like right after my thing.
Right.
So I was like, I wasn't talking to anybody in general. I was just saying. And then I looked at his page and he's an obese, disgusting man. So I said, selfish, says the obese man. And then he kept going and I kept making fun of his fatness. And I asked him if his wife knew he was homosexual. I just went right 0 to 100 on him.
Damn.
And I felt good about it.
Did you?
Yeah. And then he started perusing through my page. And then since like my page is pretty private besides like these streams and stuff, he screenshotted the picture of me and you. And, the picture, you're a little bit heavier than you are.
Yeah.
So he was trying to tell me that I'm gay, and because, like, I'm friends with a person who's overweight, I can't say anything. I'm like, just because I have a friend that was overweight before means I can't, like, call you fat? What are you talking about, dude?
I mean, you're still fat.
Yeah.
I was fat. I'm still fat. It's just, yeah. He's, like, I understand his point of view of, like, being shamed, but again, when you come out on social media, on a public forum,
Right.
and make comments. You have to be able
You got to battle it out.
If you can't do it, then
He was attempting to, but he was losing like badly.
right.
It was fun. I love it. I'd live for fucking these type of
I
squabbles.
know you do. I know you do.
As long as they don't get super serious and
They
people
do,
get all
though.
butthurt.
They
He
do.
started playing along with it, but he was still bad at it.
Mhm.
Like, we're experts at this shit. And
I don't
he's
even get
not.
into it.
I think it's fun. I get my
I'd
little...
rather watch. I used to like making comments and starting shit, but it's honestly I prefer to watch.
Yeah.
I'll sit there with my popcorn and
Right.
you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, but that's your personality.
But then again, I have an outlet too. We have this show weekly, and
Yeah.
we have our card games and,
And
shit.
it's
so
and it's
we
my
have we have
thing.
an
Like
outlet, you know?
my name on social media is Petty Hardaway.
Yeah.
And then if you engage with a person with that name, it's on you at that point.
It's a very valid point. It's sound reasoning.
Right.
It's like if someone's name was asshole.
Mixed scruff.
Yeah, asshole skinhead.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, God, you know what? I hate Jews." You wouldn't be like, "What?"
You'd be like, oh no, his last name's Skinhead.
That makes perfect sense.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't give him.
Skinhead,
You don't give him a
dog.
fucking talking to. Like.
Yeah. Hey, listen, buddy. I know your last name's Skinhead,
But Jews are people too.
Yeah.
They're
So-
just inferior.
Yeah.
You know.
All
You
right.
have to. You have to give them a real.
Using that as an example. It just so happened that his ears perked up, and he's like, "What?"
Yeah. But I had fun with that, and that was the day after Easter. I went to church on Easter, actually.
Really?
I did.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what my mom said too.
That's crazy.
I found a very small, like, I'd go past it all the time, and I'm like, does anybody ever go there?
Yeah.
Ever? And then I checked out their website or something, and just looking at what they're about,
Right.
and I didn't see anything.
They're about God, bro.
Well, yeah, for sure.
They love that dude.
They love them.
Love them some God, yo.
But I always thought, like, if I went to one, especially now, it can't be one where they're all gay about mass and stuff. And I didn't see anything about that on their website, so I was like, they're cool in there. And we go, no problem. Nobody got anything on, or there's like 4 people there.
Did Vanessa go with you?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Like 4 people. It's actually pretty nice.
And where was the church?
I'm not going to tell you. Not on here. I'll tell
Oh,
you.
fair enough. Okay. Downtown? No. Okay.
No, I'll tell you. I'll tell you
All right,
off stream.
Cool. That makes sense. No, hey.
It was very nice. They don't even have a bathroom.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like old.
That's pretty crazy.
It is old. Yeah, but
My wife's grandparents are buried at a church like that, like 30 minutes away from here. It's kind of cool. Like, it literally is a church. There's like the organ, and then like the back room, like to access the pipes, I guess, or something.
yeah,
And then there's like a downstairs, but that's it.
yeah.
It's just a room. Then old ass graves. Like we found
Oh.
graves from like 1840
Dude.
and like
Yeah, there's a
Metal.
graveyard at this one too. 1700s.
yeah, that's
Before America
it's
started.
crazy.
Before 1776.
That is bananas, bro.
Yeah,
To see something that old.
amazing.
Yeah, that's fucking cool. It's really cool.
So maybe that'll be the place to get married in. Who knows?
Yeah. I kind of like the whole having a pastor go to wherever I want. If you can make that work too.
Yeah.
Especially if you're gonna have like a after party type deal or
Right. Well, yeah, we'll get
like a
a
religion
different
thing.
we'll get a different place for that.
Yeah, it saves on the train, having people to drive back and forth. That's why I like the place where we got married. There was a couple cool places we looked at, but that one was just cool because of the outdoor area to be able to get married.
Whose wedding was it that we had the after party at that place by my house, like, or by my dad's house, like up the road a little bit, where I think where John chased Mallory out of or something.
Yeah, that was Gabe's wedding, wasn't it?
Was it Gabe's wedding?
That's where he got married. He got married at the church, and then we went there for.
Yeah.
And we they had like hotel rooms, little hotel rooms. Yeah.
But
That place is dope.
yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, and they have the place outside to get married. It's fucking cool.
the place we went to is not far away.
That's cool.
So
All right.
it'll be if that might be an option then.
Yeah.
That place.
There you go. That's the one thing that we didn't do at my wedding that I thought would have been cool was like to have a limo or to rent something.
Yeah.
Because like we did I don't know if you remember, but we had the wedding the whole nine, and then we did the after party at it's Lynx now, but it used to be called something else.
Yeah.
Over near Dorney. And we just drove in the Pontiac. April got in my fucking Pontiac with her fucking wedding dress on, and I had my tux on.
I remember I went to like
drove.
2 other bars beforehand.
Nice.
Because I think on that day we went to your wedding thing, and then one of my boys had like a birthday party, so I showed up at his birthday party, had more drinks. I think we went one other place, and then we showed up at your place, and I was blackout drunk.
Great wedding.
And then Gonzo ended up disappearing.
That's right.
And then I went out. I was gonna leave him and go to my car, trying to leave him, and he's in the passenger seat.
He's in the car. Didn't you have the keys?
He had my keys somehow.
Yeah. I remember you
Because
telling
I
me
got in
that,
the car, and I'm like, "How'd you get in here? Where are my keys? How did I get in the car?
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, what is happening?" And like he had my keys like under his ass. He was like,
They were in it, but he shifted
he
slightly.
was trying to put them up his ass.
Couldn't quite work it in.
Yeah.
It's all right.
But he had them. He was sitting on them, and then I drove home, and I don't remember driving home. I haven't been blackout drunk in a while.
Yeah, me too. It's been a long time. I've gotten last year's Christmas party, not this year, but the year before. I had the hangover that changed my life. That made me. I don't drink. Like I'm
Yeah.
drinking today. I'll get drunk maybe once a month. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't even really
rare.
like getting drunk anymore because I'm kind of paranoid about anything happening or going wrong in the world.
I don't
And
care about
I don't want to
that.
be drunk when that happens.
Yeah.
Like if I have to like
I'd
defend
rather be.
myself in a way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it would happen that fast. Like where like you're sitting there all fucked up, like oh shit, the world's just crashing now. Fuck, I don't want to move. You might have some time to prepare yourself. That's why I
Yeah.
have a guitar case full of guns.
Right. You got to have one of those.
You never know.
And when I got pulled over outside of my house, I don't like that either.
Well, I'm really big on the DUI thing. Like, so many people that we know have got fucked by it.
I know, it's so gay. They used to like promote drinking and driving.
Now they like don't want you to. And
Yeah,
shit.
I know. Used to be like prescribed like cigarettes.
You're gonna do it, be smart. Like Jimmy, he brings people over that aren't gonna drink. Cool. Guess what? You motherfuckers, y'all are driving, so I can get lit. The way to do it. Or Uber, or just sleep on one of my fucking couches.
Yeah.
Mad rooms and
Or just drive
places.
better,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. Or just have a couple of drinks. Don't get drunk. Get home safely, and then get fucked up. Whatever.
You know what's so hard about drinking and driving is like obeying the laws,
Yeah.
because you always think you're trying to drive carefully, and then you're like, oh, this stop sign, I'm gonna stop. Fuck this stop sign.
I've never had that. My fear when I drive, I've never been pulled over inebriated, but my fear is that I'm going to get pulled over for driving too slow,
Yeah.
or that I'm swerving thinking that I'm not.
Drive
I feel like-
mad straight.
Yeah, see, I feel like I do. You know what I mean? But, and again,
I drive better inebriated than I do sober. When I'm sober, I'm distracted. I'm looking at stuff. I'm thinking about stuff. I'm missing turns.
when you're fucked up, you're like, all right, I really have to focus.
You're
I'm
right.
driving a car.
My mind's wandering. Like,
That's actually a really good reason.
Shit
An
is-
officer, if I was sober, I'd be on my phone. I'd be playing loud music.
Right.
Probably be trying to eat something.
yeah.
I'm just trying to get
I'm doing
home.
all types of multitasking
Yeah.
when I'm sober.
Right now, my main focus is
On the road.
getting home.
Yeah. I'm mad focused.
Yeah, so focused right now.
When I'm drunk, I'm extremely focused on the road.
Oh, shit.
I'm going straight. My hand is locked. It's like when I bowl, and I don't get good at bowling until I get to a certain level of drunkenness because I start to get this tunnel vision in the lane.
Yeah.
I feel the lane. Me and the lane are one. Straight, going straight.
I think it's liquid confidence. That's what I think.
Well, my arm gets a little bit stronger too.
Nah, confidence. When you drink, you get more confident.
No, I legit get tunnel vision.
You think so?
Everything else is blocked out
except
for the lane.
Do you think you could do it without the liquor?
No. I've tried it. I get better as I keep drinking. Like the beginning of the night, I'm not as good. As I keep drinking.
When I played in the dart league,
I zoom in.
I couldn't drink. The nights that I would get drunk or even have a couple of drinks, no good. Now if I went outside a little bit and just ordered a Coke with no rum in it, I could shoot and get an MVP. It was fucking weird. Yeah. And it was at a bar. So I was the only guy. Oh, here's the fucking drinking. Yeah, well, I wanted to win. And then after 3 years, I realized, I won a couple of championships. I'm just going to get fucked up. And then I got really fucked up. That was fun. Now I can play drunk. We just don't have a league anymore.
Yeah, that sucks. I want to go bowling.
Yeah, me too.
We haven't been bowling
Any type of, even a bowling league. We used to do a restaurant league. That's how I got my bowling ball because we won the championship one year. The champs won a trophy, and we all got our own ball. And I got a ball still, and I want to use it.
Bowling has fucked up my jumping for basketball permanently.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
Because I'm all types of fucked up with my handiness and my footiness, I guess. Since I'm lefty and shoot righty.
Right.
But my brain thinks the rest of my body is lefty.
Right.
So traditionally you jump off of the opposite foot that is your handiness.
Right.
But my body thinks my strong side is my right side.
Have you ever seen me bowl?
I think so.
You might. If you don't know, then you have not seen me.
So let me finish this.
Go ahead. And then I know where you're coming from.
My foot, I would land because my right foot is my strong foot because I shoot with right hand, but I write with my left. So my body thinks I'm lefty. So I go to jump off my right, even though I'm going up with my right. So I would jump off 2 feet, but my right being my strong one. So when I would bowl, the last foot in my walk towards the lane would be my right. And I can't throw with that being my last foot.
Yeah.
So I had to switch my footing up so that this would land last.
Right.
So now when I try to jump playing basketball, this is my weak leg. So now I'm like jumping like a retard and like not high at all, and it fucks up my whole thing. So now I can't jump high anymore.
I had to, when you bowl, you go like this, right? Like you bowl over top to put spin on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm a righty, but for some reason I go like this. So when I bowl normal. I'm a righty, but instead of going over top and bowling, I'm like this when I bowl.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird. And I write like a lefty, but I write with my right hand. So when you write,
you go like this way?
Yes. Watch me next time I fucking write. It's probably why my handwriting looks like shit.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, teachers tried to correct it. And they're like, I think he's a lefty, but he's writing with his right hand because everybody else is. And I can't write with my left hand for shit. But with my right hand, my dominant hand, that's what I... Now, sports, this was always my dominant hand. When I pitched, when I played football, when I played basketball, right hand.
Yeah.
With writing, for some reason, my brain, I think, like is a lefty, but I write with my right hand because I write like a lefty. And I bowl like a lefty, but with my right hand. Because when you're bowling, you do an inverted bowl on your left hand. I'm doing the same thing, just with my right. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't bowl lefty either. I bowl righty.
And most...
But I swing baseball and golf lefty.
So, April's brother is a lefty, but was a quarterback and played through with his right hand, right arm. But golf's lefty. Mm-hmm. But played baseball and batted righty.
I can kind of bat righty.
Wild.
Or no,
Wild.
I can't. I'm lying. I can putt lefty or righty.
Yeah. If you practice long enough, you can teach yourself.
Oh yeah, but the whole you'll It's fucked up.
It messes with your brain because like you throw when you pick up a ball and throw it, whatever your brain tells you to throw it with, that's your dominant hand. That's what your brain's telling you to do. So when you just start picking and choosing what you want to do, that's why like when you throw with your right arm and you look great, and then you do it with your left and try to mimic it, you're like, ugh, because your brain's like, no, this is not natural.
It's not good.
Don't do this.
Nope.
And some people have that ability to be able to do both.
This is why I can't use knives. I suck at like cutting things.
I can't cut with a scissors.
Or spread butter.
Ask my mom. They almost kept me back in kindergarten because I couldn't use a pair of scissors.
I can't either.
Like
both
cutting
hands,
wrapping paper?
Both hands, I
I'm the
feel
worst.
retarded with both hands.
I'm the worst, yeah. I'm the worst with scissors. Don't give me a pair of scissors and ask me to cut anything. I'm going to be like, what do I do with these? I just can't use them. Today, I'm cutting open a box. I'm trying to. I cut open the fucking wrap around it, and I'm like, ugh. And I'm like stabbing it basically, and I can't move it. And finally, this young girl's walking by, and she just ripped the tape off, and she's like, "You look stupid." And I'm like, "Sorry." And I'm just struggling with a pair. I'm 35, and I'm struggling with a pair of scissors to the point that a teenage girl has to tell me I look fucking stupid. And I didn't even get mad, you know, because
you're like, I know.
I look stupid. I know. I'm fighting with a pair of scissors and fucking losing. It sucked.
I do it all the time. It's like really simple things like spreading butter on something. I'm like, can you do this for me? Because I feel like a retard doing it. I can't do it right. It feels weird.
Bro, I still have drops, okay? I drop stuff.
I used to drop stuff all the time, too.
But I'm looking at it.
Yeah,
like
I used to do the same thing.
I'm like looking at something and my hand just... And I'm like, I don't know why I did that. I just did it at work the other day. Like, we were pulling down a grease pan. I'm like, dude, and I'm explaining this to this new guy. And I'm like, you have to pull this grease pan down every day. And I'm looking right now and I'm like...
And you're talking about an Italian pansexual.
Yeah, and that's when I just dropped the pan. I'm like, what? No, but I dropped it and it fucking exploded all on our faces. Like, why did you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm sorry. Can you clean that up?
I haven't done that in a while.
And he did. I still do it, bro. I
like my hand would just go boop.
Yeah. Oh, I did it at a bar with 2 drinks at fucking Volpe's. I ordered Long Islands when they were $9 a piece. They're probably $13 a piece now, but $9 Long Islands. $18 at 20. Keep it. So why'd you do that? I don't know. I'm really sorry. And I had to give her another $20 for 2 more drinks. I didn't have to, but I did.
I think I did that in New York or something.
Oh,
on people.
fuck. Oh, that I've done before. We did that at a baseball game where someone stood up and one of the kids was like, and right over him. All of it. Down hit, like he had like fucking like a collared shirt on and it just went down and in. So like it had to be in his ass crack,
my Lord.
his underwear. He's like, oh, it's fine.
Like,
it's fine.
Like that video that I tagged you in of me with the girls with their asses and stuff.
Yep.
That's we performed, or was it we performed? I think we might have performed in New York, and then like we had our song played in some club there, and there was supposed to be more people to meet us at the club to drink all of these bottles that we had.
Right.
And like 3 people showed up, so we had like 3 bottles between like 3 people.
It was a bottle ahead, yeah, it's too much.
And it was like Hennessy and fucking, oh my god, it was gross stuff. They didn't have anything that I liked. So it was like, we got to drink these bottles. They were like $100 a pop or some shit. I'm like, well, we kind of got to drink it. So I drank a bunch, and then we just started like giving people a bunch of it who are out there.
Fucking Hennessy, god damn.
And I got extremely fucked up.
Yeah.
I threw up in a garbage can outside near one of the food trucks.
Well, at least you were responsible.
Yeah. I did not drive that time.
Good for you. You were in New York.
We woke up in a apartment complex parking lot.
In a car, hopefully.
Yeah, inside the car.
All right,
Still.
good. Not just laying on the concrete like,
no.
What happened in my life?
And then I'm like, why are we in a apartment complex parking lot? Do we know someone here? Because if we do, why are we in the car?
Yeah, why can't we be in the place?
Why are we not in their
I'm
apartment?
assuming they have heat and or air conditioning, so.
And then I kicked this dude out the driver's seat. I'm like, I'm driving the rest of the way. And then I get back on the highway, and we're like 2 miles outside of Phillipsburg. I'm like, why didn't you drive all the way home?
We're like an hour away, dude. Not even.
We're 20 minutes away.
Fuck.
And then I dropped these guys off, and I threw up immediately after.
Cool. Yo, guys, great night, man.
Yo,
Have a good night, yo.
I sped like a motherfucker. I drove through all of the tolls without paying. I was like, no matter what,
fuck it, let them find me.
I'm not stopping, because if I stop moving, I'm throwing up. And then sure as hell, once we I had to drop them off. I had to stop. And then I stopped. They got out the car. I'm like, throwing up's coming. It's coming. And then I drive like 2 minutes down the road. I'm like, stop. Out the side of the car. It was bad. Couldn't stop. Oh man,
it's wonderful.
I hate hangovers, yo.
Yo, they're the worst. I'm telling you, that one last year, it was 2 days. We had the party on, I think it was a Saturday, and then that Sunday, I'm like, oh my God, I'm dead. I'm never drinking again. And then Monday I woke up, I'm like, I am still hungover. Just as bad. This is awful. It was 2 days worth of hating my life and contemplating suicide.
It get worse as
terrible.
you get older.
Oh my God, yeah. Yo, when I was younger, I was able to be hungover at work. I remember being hungover at work.
Yeah.
Like I remember.
Now you're like a little baby. You're like, fuck this. I'm gonna cry.
I shouldn't say this, but like, I ate mushrooms and went to work at Boston Market when I was just a crew member, a teenager, people. But what had happened was I had eaten mushrooms, and I'm like, today is my day off. I'm going to relax.
We like ran that place for like
We did.
years.
3 of them. I ran that place for 3 years, and I got called in. They're like, "You want to come?" And I'm like,
damn.
It was a 12 to 4 shift, and it was like 11 o'clock. I'm like, all right, in an hour, I'll be feeling it, but by 4 hours, I'll really be feeling it, and then I'm gonna go home and have some fun. But it hit me so fast at like 1 o'clock. I was fucked up. I was too fucked up to work, and
I still have like
it's fun.
I still have like a recurring dream sometimes.
I have a lot of dreams about that place.
And
I remember watching the video of all
it's
of us
Boston
doing the
Market.
fucking walk.
Yeah.
You remember the walk with it was like,
Yes.
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Uh-huh.
There's a video. We don't have it obviously, but I remember watching it on the DVR. It was like you, Josue, John, like four of you guys, all doing it around the corner on the camera. What up?
What up?
I remember doing a crazy shit out there too. Like when we would do trucks, we would take all the boxes and stack them up, and we would fucking wrestle each other. And the one time my boss came, he was like, "Hey, Aaron, can you come here for a minute?" Yeah. What's up, Jay?
But
like,
I have this dream all the time.
It's this video of you choke slamming John into a pile of boxes. Like, well, we were breaking down boxes, and it just so happened that he was set up for a choke slam, and I fucking dropped his ass. What can I say?
But I have this dream where it's like night shift. I never worked night shift, but I always have to mop the floor there, and you know how it is. And then there's the double doors, and something's always wrong with the doors where like I'm locked in there.
Is Morgan Freeman?
It's something weird. No, Morgan Freeman's not there.
There?
Mm-mm.
Fuck.
It's a shitty dream.
But it's always weird, and I get this like weird panic that we're locked in.
I had that crazy fucking reoccurring dream I was talking about last week, like 2 days ago. I woke up, and I'm like,
Really?
this fucking dream is getting weirder and weirder, bro.
That's cool, bro.
So weird. I know, like, it was so weird.
I can vaguely remember when I used to remember all my dreams.
Yeah, I can't. Nah, these are fucking serious, bro.
I used to be able
serious.
to borderline go to sleep and like put myself back in.
Yeah.
Oh, I do that too.
Yeah, I can't.
I do all the time.
I don't even remember this shit no more.
Yeah,
What's it called? There's a name for that.
Yeah, I don't know.
What?
You're right. I don't remember what
For the type of dreaming where you control your dream.
lucid dream?
Yes, lucid dreaming.
You literally pick what you're doing, and you can literally go
Like
back
you know
into
you're
it.
in your dream.
Maybe that's
You're
what it
trying
is.
to
Maybe I have the ability to have lucid dreams, and because I keep thinking
Like,
about
do
the
you know
reoccurring-
that you're in the dream when you're dreaming it?
Yes, I fucking
Yeah,
know
that's
it.
like a
I know
form-
I'm
that's a
dreaming.
lucid dream.
I know it. I know I'm dreaming, like in my dream. It's
Once-
so weird.
Once you know it, you can try.
It's like I'm self-aware in my dream. It's
Yeah.
fucking bizarre. It's
you can
so bizarre.
Once you know that, you can try to control it, even though you won't be able to.
Yeah.
But you'll be like, this is fucking weird, and then you can walk around in it.
Control it, but you can navigate.
Right.
I
You
try.
can have fun with
This
it.
new one, I'm walking these steps, and I'm going down these steps, and I'm walking along this thing, and I walk up these steps and down, and it just keeps going straight, like it wasn't ending. Like it was so weird.
That's fun.
Oh.
You try to
You're
navigate.
just going. You're just
Yeah,
trucking.
yeah, and like in my dream, I'm like, all right, this is a dream. It has to end at some point, and then I turn around, I'm like, oh, cool, fucking door, and then it's so weird, bro. So it has to be a lucid dream.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I
bro.
have those too.
Oh my
I always have
God.
ones where like
trippy.
I have these buildings or houses that I've created in my dream, and they're supposed to be houses that I used to clean, and I always like have a panic that I forgot to clean them,
Now see, at least your dream.
and I'm floating around them.
At least
Like
your
I'm
dream.
floating around inside of them
Yeah.
while the people are in there, like noticing that their house isn't clean, and I'm just like,
But like at least,
but I'm floating around like aimlessly, like floating.
at least
and
the
they're, like, watching
dream
them.
correlates with your life somehow. Like this dream I'm having of this hotel and this weird
Just
shit.
makes no
None of
fucking
it.
sense.
I never worked
yeah.
at a hotel. Like none of
Where
it
did
makes
it come
sense.
from?
None. It's
Gotta be a basis to it, though. There has to
fucking
be.
random.
Something
So random. So random that it's so random that it's happening so often that it's not fucking random anymore. It's not. There's just it's
We
wild.
stayed in a couple wild hotels when you
Wow.
worked with fucking Timmy there.
Sure
right?
did. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
The hotel that, like it. You ever stayed in Embassy Suites?
yes.
You notice all the.
Beautiful.
They're great.
Fucking gorgeous.
They're great. You notice how all the doors face inward.
Yes.
That's kind of how it is in my dream.
Mhm.
It's almost like an Embassy Suites.
The one that I went to had like this huge common area with this fucking giant
Yeah.
dome.
Yeah, they're dude.
Oh
They're,
my god, dude.
if you're gonna go to a chain hotel, those are the ones I was
Yeah,
going
we
to. I'll
walked
spend the
in-
money for them.
We walked in Maryland, right? There were 6 of us in this one fucking room, and
Yeah.
the manager comes over. He's like, "Oh, you guys are all in fucking blah 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 room this and that. Here, take these 6 fucking coupons for free drinks at their fucking
There you
bar."
go.
I'm like,
You
I
know-
like this place already.
Did you spend money there?
A little bit,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they did all right.
Yeah, no, that's smart.
Yeah.
I got dinner and they bought me
Yeah.
a drink. It was cool.
We always go to Embassy Suites in Virginia.
Beds
Great.
were comfy as hell. We
Yeah.
had a little balcony so we could go out and smoke.
Yeah, now that you say that, maybe that's what it is in my mind because that's kind of what it resembles, but it's way smaller. And I end up in Germany sometimes. And like, fucking, I don't know.
Definitely never been.
No, I haven't been to Germany. Fuck,
That's
man.
where I want to end up.
I was supposed to go in high school, but I didn't go because I was a slacker.
German?
I went when I was a
Like
kid.
fucking
Slack
50%
jaw.
German.
His last name's Snyder.
Yeah.
Snyder. James Snyder.
I mean,
Snyder.
look at my name.
Yeah.
Fucker, I didn't
Yeah,
murder
we know.
nobody.
It's the most German name.
Our ancestors definitely murdered some motherfuckers. There ain't no doubt about it. But like,
They deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
Excuse me, something in my throat.
Yes, they deserve to die.
Oh, they burn in hell. Anyway, that'll start show for the week. Thanks for
Yeah.
tuning in. No, we're gonna. He loves the cock. He loves it.
can't get enough.
Can't get enough of it.
You remember?
I love it. Can't get enough of it. Oh, so great, Jimmy. It's a classic. It's a banger. It's a fucking bop.
Real.
It is. But all right, guys, we'll see y'all next week. Tune in on Facebook. Follow us on iTunes, Instagram, Pornhub, Podbean, JDate, Grindr, and FarmersOnly.com. There we go.
He will. I've seen them.
Bye.